shoes. Had a long day. Body like wow. Like. Wait. You know I'm an east side, big TDE, step a whole rep. That. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp. Big. Put a ribbon on it, get you gift. Rep. Bet that. Real never switch that. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Chill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 Woo. 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 This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scoping your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDE, step a whole rep. That. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp. Fat. Big. Put a ribbon on it, get you gift. Rep. Bet that. Real never switch that. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. Still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Chill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 Still that way.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy. Got them excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let us talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the South American country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Houston taking on the Condors of Buenos Aires.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They go play action here on first down.
That's caught downfield by Addison.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu.
And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
You can do it. You can get some, fellas.
2nd and 13.
Completes this to Addison out left.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Kene Nwangu, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When you look at this defense,
and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they come up now, 2nd and goal. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now they'll change things up. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the run. They'll look to run with Nwangu, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have taken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. There's Wilson to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. Mekhi Blackman gets in for the tackle. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw is Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Now a give, running left is the Wagner. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 5. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jordan Addison as the first half is winding down. And the Condors will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some space here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Play action. Now Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Another run now for Nwangu.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Handoff right side to Nwangu.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, That's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Wilson. That is caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kyler Gordon picks it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And quickly, they get to the line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Play action. It's Wilson.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They'll look to throw.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
Touchdown! Jordan Addison with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Condors are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now Wilson.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Mekhi Blackman's got it.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.